All right, Shalom, Makim. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, Shalom, to the elect. This teaches word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And yeah, as you can see, pretty much I got this article from RT News, and it says Yellow Vests defy COVID-19 and police lockdown to protest Macron government. So, as you can see, the people over there in France is pretty much disregarding this major pestilence, this global pandemic to protest against the government, man. It's that bad over there. Well, they'll rather, uh, you know, uh, risk catching the coronavirus to protest the government, to pretty much rebel against their system, man. Which, you know, this is not the only place, where this is happening, man. And this is not the only place this is going to happen. Over here in America, hey, man, once all hell break loose, man, you know, which this Yahweh Shemel Shai stirring things up. These certain events, earth shaking events, man, you know. So let's get into it. This is Yellow Vest demonstrators, and hey, man, this has been happening over a year and a half now, man. You know, uh, they be coming in week in and week out to protest against the government, man. You know what I mean? So it says Yellow Vest demonstrators aren't letting a ban on mass gatherings or fears of coronavirus stop them from expressing their opposition to the French government and are staging their weekly protests in Paris. See? So they are pretty much are disregarding the ban. They're not acknowledging these certain decrees that has been put out recently about the mass gatherings. You know, that's that's the people disregarding the kings, man, and the princes. It says France Interior Minister Christopher Castaner on Friday banned all gatherings. Oh, and what's the coincidence? On Friday, the day before the Yellow Vest movement, because every Saturday that's when they you know do their demonstrations, man. So that Friday, the day before, yesterday, pretty much, he banned all gatherings of more than 100 people. It says, but hundreds of demonstrators are continuing the weekly Yellow Vest vigil and are protesting at Paris landmarks. See, so this guy pretty much banned more than 100 people to gather together. It says, but hundreds of people are demonstrating, man. And this is Yahweh Shemel Shai stirring things up on the planet Earth, man. Matter of fact, let's get that in Luke 12. This is Yahweh Shemel Shai stirring things up on the planet Earth. This is Luke 12 and 49. It says, I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? See? And yeah, because everything is already pretty much has been stirred up, man. Everything is being stirred up, man. Everything has been pretty much been you know have begun to burn. You want to call it, man. You know, and that's why the day of the Lord is gonna be so great, man. Because it's gonna be nothing but chaos and this and that. It's like you can't focus on one thing. But when Yahweh Shai come back, man, everything gonna stop and they're gonna acknowledge him, man. You know? These are times that we're in, man. It's gonna be a certain point in time where you can't just focus on one thing, the famine or the pestilence. Man, it's gonna be famines, pestilence, race wars, cannibalism, you know, everything, man. Women getting ravished. Yeah, I mean, all these things are coming well, all these things are here, man, and it's gonna continue just to hit its height. That's why I tell you, because once it hit Babylon, America, man, that's when it hit its height, man. That's why I said everything's gonna come in its perfection, man. You know, everything is gonna come in perfection, man. You know. Let's see. Matter of fact, let's go back to that article. Let's see. And as you can see, um, this is actually live too. If you go on YouTube, this is actually live. You know, but as you can see, the video, the title of it, Yellow Vest Back on Track. So hey man, it's not like these guys are diligent out there, man. It says thousands of French security forces personnel hit the streets of the capital in a bid to clamp down on the movement, which has now been running for 70 consecutive weeks. So it lets you know, man. Oh, this over a year and a half, man. A little bit over a year and a half, man. You know, it says eyewitness footage shows police and activists facing off as the protest spiraled into violence. See, so this is how about Shimon Shai, you know, stirring things up on planet Earth now. See, this second Ezra 9:1, he answered me then and said, measure the other time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I had told thee before, and hey man, as you can see, the same scriptures are being poured out more and more now, because now we in the midst of it, man. We are in the midst of these different prophecies coming to pass, man. You know, so before the internet cut off, that same pretty much tone is gonna be heard more and more, man. You know, because now we in the midst. This is the last call for alcohol, you want to call it, man. You know, it says, "Then shalt thou." I'm gonna read it again. It said, "He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself." See, how we measuring the time by the prophecies. And oh, the science scriptures being pulled out let you know. Guess what? That we in that time, man. These different events going down on the planet Earth let you know that we are in that time, man. It says, when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, yeah, such as Ezra's. You know, we see what Ezra was talking about. We see what Isaiah was talking about. Daniel, Ezekiel, Jeremiah. We see these signs that the Lord had told us before. It says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time where the highest will begin to visit the world, which he made. And yeah, see, because Yahweh Hashem Al Shai, this is the time now, man. This is that time, man. You know? Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, see? And don't we see the earthquakes? Because it's not, because it's literal earthquake, but figuratively as well. Earth shaking events such as this this coronavirus. That caused an earthquake. That caused the earth to be shooken up. The planet Earth is shooken up from the coronavirus, man. And uproars of the people, which, hey, this been going on for 70 straight weeks, man. Come on, man. You know? And now they saying, and it spiraled into violence. You know? So let's see. It says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. And yeah, and that lets you know the prophets don't bring good news, man. You know, the prophets are set up to warn, man. And the things that the Lord has spoke of was the evils to come, man. Which now the evils are here. It says, for like as all that is made in the world have beginning and the end, and the end is manifest. See? Now we see, uh, why Ezra said, who will deliver me in those days? We see these things on our horizon, man. This is just the beginning of the sorrows. You know what I mean? And when that internet cut off, hey man, it's pretty much gonna be free game with the Lord, man. You know, let's see. I'm just gonna end it off on this. This is 2 Ezra 15:16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. See, and you see the sedition among men. You see the revolt against the government, man. You know, they said they're not going to regard their kings and our princes. So, because guess what? The day before, that Friday, yesterday, he pretty much banned, you know, a gathering of more than 100 people. But as you can see, more than hundreds. They said hundreds of people. You know, meaning 200 and up, have gathered, man. You know, to protest against the system, man. Which, like I said, that's not the only place that's happening, and that's not it's not just gonna stop abruptly, man. It's coming to America, man. Just wait, man. And once it get here, hey, man, it's gonna be a wrap, man. You know. So yeah, I can man. I just hold the edifying. I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Rakakodash. Double honor to the positive elders, Great Millstone. Shalom to the elected teacher, word on true faith and sincerity. DTA, abide, ball.